Living in Japan, I learned to appreciate the differences of culture and beliefs of Japanese and Filipino culture. In this video I am going to share with you about Filipino superstitious beliefs, as some of my Japanese friends are also interested in learning the uniqueness of Filipino culture. I don't necessarily believe to all of these, but for the sharing I decided to create this video. And by the way, these collections Filipino superstitious beliefs were written by the Filipino bloggers. I will share their links down below, in case you may be interested to visit their sites too. Let's start from number 15. 15 spooky Filipino superstitions you might not know about. 15. Sukup. Basically, this superstition advises not to get married in the same year as another relative's wedding or death. Doing so could either bring bad luck, or cause someone to die. 14. The face of death. When at a funeral, avoid looking at the face of the deceased, or they will visit the family and take all of them to the grave. 13. The headless shadow of death. If a person's shadow appears headless, he or she is about to die. 12. The neighborhood death plague. If someone in the neighborhood dies, a string of deaths will happen in the neighborhood, one that can only be broken if a couple gets married or if a child is born. 11. Groups of threes. Avoid grouping yourselves in sets of threes, especially in pictures. The one in the middle might die. 10. The wedding candle. The couple whose candle goes out first during a wedding will be the first couple to die. 9. Home birth. If a woman is giving birth at home, every hole in the house has to be covered up, or else an evil spirit will come in and kill the baby. 8. Wake mirrors. If a wake is being held in a household, all the mirrors need to be covered with cloth because the dead will try to show themselves in those mirrors. You must also avoid looking at yourself in the mirror during this time. 7. Pagpag. After attending a wake, do not go straight home. If you do, the spirits will follow you home. 6. The crow of a rooster. Should a rooster crows near a sick person, he will die that very day. 5. Halloween footsteps. If you hear footsteps behind you on Halloween, avoid looking back. The footsteps might belong to a dead person, causing you to die if you look back. 4. Meal songs. Singing while eating might attract a witch. 3. Encanto. Because Encantos are believed to be attracted to lovely girls and handsome boys. It's inadvisable for a girl or boy to stay outside the house. 2. Blue flame. When a candle's flame goes out or turns blue on the night of Halloween, it's a sign that there's a spirit in the house. 1. Toby Toby Po. Never forget to say Toby Toby Po when passing through unfamiliar or abandoned places, or else elementals and demons might play with you. Which of these superstitions are you familiar with? Do you believe any of them? In the following videos I am going to show you the 9 superstitions many Filipinos still believe. The Philippines is a country with a long history of colonization, strongly influencing its culture and traditions. This impact extends well beyond language and food and into the many superstitions that locals take to heart. With an animist, pre-colonial past, with likely Hindu-Buddhist influences, followed by a major conversion into Christianity, the Philippines claims ownership of a very interesting, diverse mix of beliefs. 1. The number of steps of staircases at home should not be divisible by 3. Enter a Filipino household with a staircase and begin chanting oro, gold, plata, silver, mata, death, taking one step up with each word. Most likely, upon reaching the top step, the chant will end with either oro or plata. This is because many Filipinos will go to great lengths to avoid ending in mata, which denotes bad luck. The 2 preceding words, on the other hand, obviously denote good fortune. 2. Turn your plate when someone leaves in the middle of a meal. When sitting at the dining table for a meal and someone gets up to leave before the rest of the group finishes, everybody left at the table should turn their plates to ensure safe travels for the person leaving. Another meal superstition, though more loosely believed, is that the table should not start being cleared while people are still eating. If this is done, it is believed that the last person left dining will live a lonely life. 3. Don't go straight home after attending a wake. This superstition is called pagpag, the shaking off of dirt. In the context of a wake, it means going elsewhere after attending the wake before heading home to shake off the spirit of the deceased lest it follows you home. Superstitions surrounding wakes are among the most widely practiced by Filipinos still today. Another is that the family of the deceased should not drop off visitors at the door upon saying goodbye, as it symbolizes dropping them off at their own deaths. And, as for serving food at wakes, be it heavy meals or light snacks, at Filipino wakes as customary, visitors should not make the mistake of taking any home with him, be it a small piece of candy, as it signifies inviting misfortune into your home. 4. Reassure your host that you're human. A very common line used by Filipinos when knocking on someone's door is tao, person, po. Many assume it refers to the knocker calling out to ask if there are any people inside, when actually, it is said to stem from the knocker reassuring the people inside that he is a person and not a possibly harmful supernatural creature. 5. Siblings should not marry within the same year. This superstition is called Sukup and advises against siblings marrying within the same year, as it is said to divide the luck between the two marriages. Another type of Sukup advises against marriages within the same year as the death of an immediate family member. Pushing to do so is considered bad luck. Another wedding-related superstition is that the bride should never try on her dress before the big day. This is said to bring bad luck and cause the cancellation of the union. 6. Serve Ponzit, noodles, at celebrations, especially birthdays. This ever-present dish at Filipino gatherings is believed to represent long life. And while Filipinos today may joke and laugh about actually believing that this noodle dish is served for long life, it remains a staple at nearly every birthday feast. 7. Respect the elementals. Filipino folklore is rich with a variety of elementals, from giants smoking tobacco, to small, grumpy, old men living in anthills. Stories of these creatures fill the childhoods of many Filipino children, inciting both intrigue and fear. Many superstitions still surround the beliefs in such creatures today. Among the most practiced is the saying of Toby Toby po, excuse me, when passing through places where elementals are likely to dwell. These places are usually outdoors, such as anthills and balete trees. Failure to do so when disturbing such creatures may lead to unexplained sickness that can only be cured by an albulario, folk healer. 8. Be careful when showing fondness over babies. It's difficult to refrain from playing with cute babies or complimenting their parents on their adorable features, but doing so in the Philippines is believed by some to be a potential cause of illness. Referred to as either usog or body, this superstition says that when a person with strong energy greets a child, the child may soon after suffer from unexplainable discomfort. This is why, especially in the countryside, older people notice a puwera usog when showing fondness over children. This is meant to counter any usog that may have happened otherwise. If this isn't said, and parents attribute certain maladies of their children to usog, they may ask the greeter to smear their saliva on the suffering child's forehead as a cure. 9. Blame your missing things on elves. In the Philippines, there is an assumption that when items around the house go missing and reappear, this is caused by duendes or playful elves. While mischievous, these little creatures are believed to be mostly harmless, aside from the type that takes small children.
Richer for poorer.